Hey, what's up you guys? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Tiffany. How are you? We do kind of fiber arts, yarn corners, knit and chats, kind of anything on this channel, and today we're going to be doing a cute little yarn corner. If you guys don't know, or this is the first one you're watching, in the yarn corners we talk about finished pieces that I've done, things that we've been working on, things that I want to work on, as well as things that I've gotten, so like whether that be yarn or like knitting related accessories or supplies. So hopefully we can be succinct and organized because I always go on tangents. So we have tons to talk about and I'm ready to get started. First off, announcements. Well, I guess I'm wearing my typical slip over, if you guys have seen this guy before. I just wanted to wear it. I thought it would be cute over this t-shirt. I wear everything over t-shirts because I don't know how else to style them. Yeah, we knitted this with 1 strand Flora and then just a kid silk mohair, and I love it a lot, and it's being test knitted. The, I guess, official announcement is hopefully if I get this video up on Tuesday, on Wednesday, the typical tank pattern will be released, which I'm still working on, so hopefully I'm not late. I'm really excited about that. It has been in the works for such a long time, and I'm really excited because it's like getting ready for the spring and summertime, so it's like a perfect knit to do. And yeah, it's like one of my more official pieces. Like I'm really excited about I guess upping the quality of my patterns, because I find that a lot of my old ones are just like not up to my standards, so hopefully we can like revamp them and like make them better, as well as making better and nicer patterns. And looking at all the testers and seeing their versions of the pattern have been really inspiring, and like hearing them talk about it and showing me their finished pieces have been really nice, and I really appreciate like their help. Like they have been so much help to me, you don't understand. So yeah, just wanted to say thank you to guys, and I'm really excited about that. So okay, finished pieces. I can't believe it's been a month already. This guy has been on my to-do list for so long, and it's been taking me so long. I swear I started this like last year. But we finished, or kind of finished, the Jenny jacket. This is how it looks like. I'm absolutely in love with it. I can't believe we did it. You guys, we did it. I don't know how it happened, but we did it. How many times am I going to say that? I don't know what got over me. I think it was because I was on like the November jacket high, like finishing that, and then I was like, you know what, let me just get the Jenny jacket done and finished and beautiful. And after I had gotten past a certain point on the yoke, it was like, it like flew by, and it was really fun to do. And it was a beast, I will say. I think I told some people that the Jenny jacket was super simple and that everyone should do it. It's really exciting. But I will say right now, as of finishing it, don't do it if you're not ready to like attack the final boss of like a final game. If you have not farmed enough, do not try this piece. I was shocked by the amount of like mental effort that it really took from me. Just like, I don't know what it is. I really despise, now having done this one, I don't like working bottom up here and then working like half of the arm for both sides and then connecting at the yoke and then decreasing along up. I get it, but at the same time, I just don't love it. I love doing just like a basic raglan, going down, picking up the pieces, kind of just working it all in like a seamless way. I don't know, I think it like mentally took me a lot more to want to like do the second arm or the first arm, because it was like I'm starting from scratch and then like having to work bigger, like adding increases. It hurt my soul. We have yet to block it. I have yet to, if you can see all these raggly ends, and I have to add buttons, but we really like it. I'm probably going to be stretching it a little bit. I used a baby alpaca with 1 strand mohair, and it was glorious. It's everything. I like wore this with like a cream dress, not like outside, just to like try, you know, when you like just like try on clothes. I do that sometimes. And it looked really pretty. So I'm like thinking if I were to get married in like the winter months, I would look adorable in this. And I honestly feel like this is a piece I don't need a jacket for. Like over, it's just so thick and heavy, and I just look like an angel. I will say that forever and ever. So hopefully in the next podcast I can show the final piece. Maybe I'll wear it. Maybe that will get me to want to block it, but it just needs to like lay here because I'm tired. This guy really wore me out. And I didn't realize there's German short rows, which shocked me. The decreases shocked me because you have to do the decreases while you do this smock stitch. So like she doesn't tell you to do them, you just have to remember and then remember to count this, like the decreases. So it was a lot of counting, a lot of just like having to be focused all the time. So it is a beast of a project, but so worth it in my opinion. Like, I, again, will never do smock stitch, but I adore it, and it's just so, I just love it. It's so cute. It's everything. Like, I feel like I could wear this until I'm an absolute granny, and then give this to my, if I have a daughter, or, like, daughter-in-law. They could just eat this up and look beautiful. So, beautiful, beautiful. There we go. Okay, second big piece that we finished this month. I, again, don't know what happened. I initially, when Petite Knit released her Ingrid sweater, I was like, I don't need to do this. Like, I have too many sweaters already. Like, maybe we should just stop making sweaters. Like, this is it. And I was like, I'm not going to buy yarn for this. Like, I'm being too crazy. Like, maybe I actually won't wear this out. But she released the pattern. I went on the website, looked at how many like yards and meters of yarn it took, and I was just like, hey, wait, I think I have a yarn that could work with that. And so I sneakily just knitted up a gauge swatch, and it was perfect. So little old me bought the pattern, and and we finished it. In like a matter of 2 weeks. I don't think I've ever knitted anything like faster. I don't know. Just, I can't even explain it. Just something came over me and we couldn't put it down, and I didn't pick up anything else. This was like the only thing I was knitting. My boyfriend was like, I thought I saw you last week. How are you already like doing the full body? I thought you just started it. And I was like, something's wrong. I can't put it down. But this is my baby boy. Like, low-key, this took me faster than the Jenny jacket. It makes no sense. So this is how it looks like. I, again, just need to cut off a couple, couple threads, and then we have to block it because, as you can see, some of, like, the double knitting cinches in a little. It, like, is not quite straight like I would like. So I think that can all be fixed with blocking. This guy is also a beast. These are both 5 out of 5s on her website, and they're 5 out of 5s, if I can say so myself. Like, they're not super difficult, but if you are a beginner, I would say like hold out, maybe learn a couple more techniques, just because like everything has a German short row. She did not hold back on the German short rows in this piece. It's like front, back, arms, German short rows while doing it on the double moss. So I, first of all, obsessed with this double moss. It's not a hard stitch. It's kind of just like you're doing 2 rows of ribbing and then you alternate. And I've just never had a piece like that, but I know how to do it. It's really simple, but I didn't realize how beautiful it was, and I love it, and it was really easy to do. And then like the eyelets are so pretty, and like the mock cross is so pretty. It works so well. The eyelet with the double ribbing, it just, oh my goodness. And I was in love with doing this guy because it crosses over at different sections. It was just a perfect piece. It's just really fun to knit if you are, I guess, skilled enough, because it just feels like you're working towards something each time, like each section. So it's like like I would knit this part and be like, oh my goodness, okay, I got here, let me keep going, because it only takes like a couple rounds to do this part, and then a couple rounds to do this part, and then all of a sudden you're like, oh, I've hit all these checkpoints, let's keep going. And like you always feel like you have to finish to a certain checkpoint, like you can't leave it, or else like you'll lose count. So that's how I felt about this guy being super fast and super easy to do, even though it is tedious and I would say a little bit difficult for beginners. So I hope I'm not confusing you all with saying that it was fast, but it was a little challenging. But it's not challenging. I don't know what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to say that it is challenging for a beginner. So like if you've never knitted a sweater before, I would say hold off. But if you have, this was a beautiful piece. I knitted it with one strand Sunday in light beige, one strand kid silk mohair from Drops in like their light beige, and then I had a fingering weight Knoll yarn from Color Mart, so I just used that, and I made this guy. We kind of ran out of the Sunday. I had 5 skeins of the Sunday, which I thought was going to be enough, but it was just, there was just a little bit of the ribbing that I had left over, so about here, I had to use 2 of the Knoll fingering weight, so there's a slight darkness, which you can only tell in person, and like if it's really light out. So it makes me a little sad, but it's not a huge difference in my opinion. I'm trying to see, can you see it? No, yeah, like you literally can't see it in the shot, so that's fine. Funny how I'm like knitting all of these winter sweaters when it's now turning into spring and summer, but this will be perfect for like Christmas. I just feel like this would be the perfect Christmas sweater, and I'm very excited. I will say the Knoll is a little scratchy. I will say it makes this guy a little bit more rustic, but I don't mind at all. I think it's a beautiful piece and I love her, and I don't know, she's just like the most perfect piece I've ever made. Nothing else can be said about you. And I've been really trying to, I think, work on like sweater quantity because I want to like get through a lot of my stash. So very happy with this guy. I could talk about her forever, but we probably shouldn't because everyone else deserves some airtime. Okay. I think this is my last finished piece, I think. Okay, we had started a bunch of sweaters last month, like all within the span of, I would say, 2-3 days from filming that podcast. I finished one of them. All the other ones are kind of half or not even started, but this is the Wednesday sweater. I don't know, this guy was really fast. Like really fast to knit. It is Drops Lima in like off-white, and then I think I just used Kid Silk Mohair by Color Mart. And I'm trying to think of the alterations we did. For all of the ribbing, we did 4.5 instead of the said 5, and then I just didn't do the twisted ribbing, so it's just like a basic ribbing. I'm not too sure if I'm super in love with this turtleneck. It seems like a little high, and I even decreased the length of it, so it's not even to the desired length. I feel like her turtlenecks are just up to here, and it's like low-key suffocating. So I'm like contemplating if I want to make this into just like a normal crew neck, but I feel like the look of it, like the look of those sweaters are supposed to be turtleneck. And then also I didn't do the slit. Usually she has like 2 panels. I don't know why, but I don't necessarily love the look of those sometimes, so we did that. I will say I knitted this in the medium, and usually I'm a small for her sizes, and I thought that going up a size would make it more baggy and big, because if you look at her Wednesday sweater, it's very oversized, and she's usually an extra small, so we were deceived. I hopefully can make it a little bit like, not a little bit, like really baggy when I block it, just because like I don't know, and then like I'm also concerned because the arms are kind of short. I love it when the arms go to like here, but they're about here on me. So hopefully we can like fix that with blocking. I don't know. The body's a little tight, but I want it to be like the biggest boy ever. I think an issue that I found, not an issue, but at the beginning she says to cast on loosely, and I didn't read that until after I cast it on, so the cast on edge is, I guess, tighter. I probably could have done it like with 2 needles wrapped around instead of just 1, and that way the back would have been longer. So we'll just have to block it like crazy, but that's kind of what I'm going to be doing it with everything. But again, this guy, I love the look of just like a white turtleneck though. Like it looks like I'm in like a K-drama, like in the snow, you know? Anyway, I do really like it. It's really, like, I am surprisingly like satisfied with the Drops Lima. I think the Drops Lima is beautiful, and I loved how it knitted up. I have 2 extra skeins. I bought like 12, and I have 2 extra skeins, so I'm not too sure what to do with that. But yeah, I just wanted a basic cream. I think I've been knitting a lot of cream things, so hopefully we can get it together. Maybe we'll do a black, you know? I feel like I like love knitting with like light colorful colors, but maybe we need a basic black. So yeah, I would try these on, but should I? But they're not blocked. That's the problem. I'll block them and I'll try them on, and hopefully we can have like a try on for the next video. I will say I am contemplating, I did Italian bind off, but I feel like I should just do it. I should just suck it up and do it tubular, because it's not as straight as I would like it. So yeah, I think that's it with finished pieces. Okay, we're on track. Next we will go on to whips. Okay, so for my whips, I will show you my fave one. This one I have been surprisingly been working on quite diligently. I initially started Cami 5 thinking like, oh, like springtime is coming, I'll just like slowly kind of work on this very like nonchalantly, like in the back burner, like not really thinking about it, because it is worked with 3mm with fingering weight yarn, and I feel like that's everyone's nightmare. But it was something I really wanted to try, and I think I'm like in love with like fingering weight and 3mm. I think that's like the perfect size. It's just like lightweight enough that it feels effortless to knit. It's just like obviously takes a really long time, but this is my progress. This I'm knitting the Cami 5 in Knitting for Olive, merino and fennel seed. Funny, I have like the body and then I just have one of the arms done, because we were feeling like we wanted a little change from the body. I will say I'm surprised. I was afraid that my double rib would not look as perfect, I guess. But honestly, it's pretty deceptive in the camera. It looks pretty good. And I'm like surprised. So I'm very excited to wear this for the spring and summer. I think it would be perfect. I'm knitting it in the medium. I've seen people do it in the extra small or small, and I think I might do that in the future with like a light color, and then maybe like instead of double ribbing, I want to try doing it in a stockinette. I think it would look gorgeous. So if I ever have time or like patience to do it, we will. But yeah, I really like it. It's really nice, and it has been a joy. It has been an absolute joy to knit. I think I've been really loving knitting them on these Leica needles. I got a bunch of them. Okay, sorry, tangent. These are knitting supplies, but I got a bunch of just 60 centimeter like Leica non-interchangeable, just because I wanted more needles, and they've been really nice to work with. I really like them, and I like that they're very smooth. Is that the word? Ooh, sorry, I dropped them. They, if you can see here, they don't really have kind of like a node or like a joining area as the interchangeable ones do. So hopefully I can buy maybe like a 2.5 and like an 80 centimeter so I can make like magic loop socks with. But yeah, I really like it, and I like it. That's all there is to it. Next, this is technically a whip, but I'm going to scrap it. I was working on the weekend V-neck slip over, but alas, I wasn't in love with the thickness, and I want it to be super chunky, so I'm definitely, like, see, it's a little holy, and I need it to be like thick. I was just knitting this with like a DK weight yarn and a mohair, so I'm probably gonna have to find like a sport weight to add to that. Let's see, some other smaller whips. This is a pocket that I had finished in anticipation for working on the November jacket. Nope, that's a lie. A November vest. Just because I really like the gray one, and I think it would be like a nice essential to have like a nice gray vest. But this guy I'm going to leave on the side because it is brioche, and I told myself I wasn't going to do it anymore until a very long time. Damn, we're going by all my whips so fast because there are so many. Next one up is this is the Structure Scarf by Petite Knit. I'm just like a broken record. I feel like, honestly, I just only talk about her, but if you guys like her too and you want to see visual representations of her pieces instead of just looking on Ravelry, I'm here for your service. This is, I haven't done a lot of it, but I just kind of started it. This one's like a very nonchalant piece. Like, I don't anticipate working on it very much, but it's just kind of fun to kind of do just when I think about it. But really like it. It is so, I had no idea she does. So this is like a ribbing, like just a purl on knit one, and then this is two-tone brioche. And I've never done two-tone brioche. I think that's what gravitated me towards this guy. But as you can see, the brioche stitches and then like the colors in the back, and then the knits kind of are there. So that's what it's gonna look like. My plan is to knit it up similar to Ingrid DYB. If you guys follow her, I liked her rendition of the Structure Scarf, so I would love to do that. But as you can see, I don't have the needles for these because I think I'm using them for another project. So these guys have been sitting. But yeah, this one will be slow. I can't imagine myself knitting this very quickly just because it is getting into the springtime and I'm getting excited about spring knits. Okay, other updates on not finished pieces. I was working on the Oslo Sweater, which I have here, if I can find the front. Oh, look at how beautiful this blue is. I'm knitting this with a lace wool and one strand of mohair that I got from Knitting for Olive. I got it from Knitting for Olive, and it's so nice. It's so beautiful. I just think a nice navy piece would be perfect for me. Not gonna lie. If funny enough, it's so weird. I don't know what's wrong with me. I think I did like maybe 2 rows of the body and then just immediately started a sleeve, and then we finished the sleeve. Tiffany, I don't know what happened. But I will say I feel like this guy knits up really fast. Like, the sleeve took me like 2 seconds. I think I watched a movie and then finished the sleeve. How does that make sense? I don't know why. I think it's like the lace and the mohair on 4.5s. It has just been very nice. It's been very pleasant to knit on. I think it just feels really light and dainty. Yeah, we really like it. It's really simple. I'm like low-key contemplating making another one in black, and I just think it would be such a basic piece. And I just like how light and like just wonderful this is. It's great. And I need to do the other arm because it's really just, it looks so sad. Like, look at how sad this looks. I'm like the weirdest knitter. Okay. Next piece. Again, I guess I'll just show you an update, but this guy really has like barely anything different. with it. It is just the beginnings of my Stockholm v-neck sweater. This is super fluffy, super nice. I'm knitting it with a tweed and just a mohair. I'm like thinking maybe I wanted it a bit thicker, but I don't know. I'm kind of lazy to restart this. This guy is not a one to want to be restarted, so I think I'll love it once I like, get onto it, and then like maybe do the v-neck. But I think I just like crew necks way better because you can connect to the front way faster. Like, this guy is testing me. This v-neck is really just saying like, I'm gonna be the biggest challenge of your life. So that is why there's no progress, because we have been really waiting, and I usually like to connect the yarn before I start the yarn. So okay, and then my last whip, I think, of today is, okay, I was gifted yarn from Camellia Fiber Company, and I initially wanted to start a brioche cardigan with the anticipation that I wouldn't have enough yarn, and I was kind of worried about that, so I decided to frog it. And then in a spur of the moment, I kind of just decided, hey, maybe I should revamp like my cable knit vest with this guy. And so that's what we did. This is currently how it looks like, if you can see that. It is knitted with 1 strand mohair and I think 1 strand of their sport weight yarn. I am thoroughly loving this. It has been such a fun knit to do, because when I first knitted this cable knit vest, it was just acrylic. So having this mohair in it, it just feels like a completely different thing. We just started a portion of the top. I'm feeling like I want to do a v-neck version of this that's slightly larger, so I might create a new pattern and then make another, like make a revamped version of the cable knit. So there's 2, and I think I'm gonna have extra yarn, and so I've been contemplating whether I should make a skirt with this kind of design. I don't know why. This is just like my design pattern, and then eventually I want to make a sweater version. I think that would just complete the collection. So yeah, this guy has been really easy to knit up and really fast and really fun, and I'm excited to see where it goes. I really do love the yarn. I like that it's like, I'm pretty sure this guy's a tonal. I like that when you look at it, it doesn't look like it's just one color. There's very like different lights and darks, and it makes it look, just have more texture, and I like that. I like that a lot. I'm very excited. So yeah, hopefully I can add like a bunch of sizes, and then also do test knit for it. So we're very happy with this guy as well. Okay. Okay, I think that's it for whips, if I am not mistaken. Okay, we will go on to yarn. Oh shoot, no, I lied. There's one whip. Okay, this is kind of related to another thing in a different section, but we'll go on with it. Okay. Oh. I started this sock maybe a bit ago. I don't know if I talked about it in the last video. I'm so sorry. I feel like I have no idea what I say in the previous podcast, so don't quote me on anything. But I started this sock. It is the intersection sock from the 52 Weeks of Socks, which I will talk about later, but we're still in the whip section. This is just how it looks like. It looks crazy on camera. I am, as we say, obsessed with how it looks. I like really wanted to start challenging myself with knitting different socks. I mean, I've said it like everywhere. I feel like we want to get into lace socks, but this is cable. These guys are different cables, just like alternating. I will say I don't like cables on socks. It's just very tedious and time consuming and frustrating, because it's like when you put the needle through to hold them, like it could fall at any point, and it's just really small, so I have to be really careful. So this guy has been a slow burn, but I'm really excited. Like I'm following the 52 Weeks of Socks tags on Instagram, and I just love going through them, and it gives me like motivation to keep going. So I guess segue, since we're talking about the socks, I'll talk about the books that I've recently gotten. And I don't know why, I'm not normally like a knitting book collector. I normally just go for the knitting patterns because I like specific designers, but I don't know what got over me. I think impulsively bought the 52 Weeks of Socks. It was on sale at Indigo Chapters. It was only $20, and I just did the math. It just was just more beneficial to get the book because if you go onto Ravelry, you can buy each of the patterns separately, and they're about like $6-7. So I was like, if I could buy 52 patterns for the price of like what you could get online for like 3 socks, I was like, I have to do it. So PSA, it's on sale on Indigo. You definitely need to get it because it's so cheap. And I think after getting this book, I think I'm hooked. I'm absolutely hooked. Like I just love looking at the pictures. I love how it's like framed. I love how it looks like just visually. Just like the directions look so cute. Just all of it is really fun. Obviously, it's not practical to bring out if you're like traveling or something, but if I'm just home knitting, just having the best time, this is the sock that I'm making currently. And it's just like weird because I want to knit all of them. Like, you don't understand. I think I sound like a crazy person when I do say I wrote down every single pattern in that book, in my knitting book, and I wrote down what size needle, what fingering weight, or what yarn weight I needed, how many skeins I needed, and whether I have check boxes. I have check boxes to say whether I want to knit them or not. So I don't know why I think I need 52 socks, but I don't think I'll ever need another sock pattern again. I will just be knitting this and be so happy because I really want to try lace socks and having fun with socks. I get it. I totally get why people are just like specifically sock knitters. I've been like looking at sock yarn, just like absolutely dying. So yeah, that's my little tangent for today. Like literally look at how beautiful this is. You can't see it, but you know it's beautiful. Okay, so after that, funny enough, I pre-ordered the 52 Weeks of Scarves on Amazon because it's paperback as well. I got it for like 25 bucks for 52 patterns because it's the paperback version versus the hardcover. I think it comes out, in August, which is quite a wait, but they got me. Lane, whatever you're doing, you convinced me. I just instantly was like, yeah, maybe I do need shawls in my life. Why haven't I knitted a shawl before? And then click buy. And that's how they get me as a consumer. I just like went on Ravelry and looked at the different scarves, and I think I fell in love with maybe one of them and was like, yeah, I need this book. So we got it, and I'm waiting for it and really excited. And then I also pre-ordered the Lark Bagger book because it has been translated in English, so you can pre-order it on Amazon. And it's coming out, I think, September, so I've been really excited about that. And you know, my knitting book already has them checkmark and wanting to be done. So I'm ready to have cute like coffee table books. And they just look really nice, just all sat together. You know, I feel like they're just so pretty, and I'm in love. I'm literally in love. Okay, last book. I swear, okay, last book. I had a subscriber, or like, she comes to the streams quite a bit. She talked about the Crochet Crush book. I feel like I find so many things on the Twitch streams from you guys, and we checked it out and I instantly fell in love. I couldn't find it anywhere. So I was like patiently waiting for my local yarn store. I even emailed them. I was like, hey girl, like, are you ever gonna like get in stock this book? And they're like, yeah, we got it. So I paid and got free shipping which is so silly. Like, what is wrong with me? Like, I could have just bought it in this other store and then just gotten free shipping there if I spent over like 100 whatever. But instead, I decided to do it at my local yarn store and still spend extra money on yarn. So, alas, we got the Crochet Crush book. I have been literally eyeing all the patterns in this book. I just think it's really interesting, the different types of crochet in the book. I mean, like, I have never owned nice books. Like, I'm not usually like a book person. I like reading ebooks. But like, it comes with like a little like a little bookmark. I think the pictures are beautiful. Just like the patterns are really interesting in my opinion. Just like something I've never really seen before. And I really liked how much like home deco there was. There's a specific pattern I really love. If I can find it. I honestly wish she had more patterns in English. Like, I was trying to find her Crochet In and Out book, but I think it's only in Spanish, which makes me a little sad because I would buy it. So if anyone has it, I will buy it. I will pay shipping to get it into my hands if you have an English version. But like, look at how cute her rug is. I just think it's so modern, so beautiful. I like books that I feel like I'm gonna make more than just one pattern from it. Like, look at this, the pillow I am obsessed with. There's like there is a long boy that I really love if I can find it. And I feel like I can learn a bunch of new crochet techniques because I feel like I'm definitely in a rut with crocheting. I just find like, oh, like, look at this. I instantly fell in love with this guy when I saw it. So it's being done. I have to do it. I don't even care what anyone says. The problem with this book is that all of the yarns are like from Finland because she's a Finnish designer. And the shipping is absolutely atrocious to get to me. So I have no idea where to get any yarns for this. So it will be a trek, but I'm really excited. And I can't wait to like redecorate and make everything beautiful. So I think finally that's it with books. Now we can finally get on to yarn, our fave. Okay, I will first talk about, of course, Knit Crate. We love a good Knit Crate. Like, low-key, I've been thinking about getting the sock subscription because I want more sock yarn so I can make some of that 52 weeks of socks. But alas, Tiffany, I can't make up my mind. So this yarn I think is the February yarn. It is the Filcolana Ascendance. I think that's what it's called. This is how it looks like. It is a sport weight kind of chainette. Like, look at how white it is. It's so white in this camera. I wish you could see the chain. I really do. But it's a chainette. It's 100% Peruvian Highland wool. It's 328 yards, which is so much for one skein. So don't know what to do with it. I think Loki, don't hurt me. I think I'm gonna dye this. I would love to dye this for myself. Maybe like a tan, maybe very similar to my Rit dye one, but I'm thinking of doing that. And then, sorry, it's so light. Maybe I'll hold it here. And I think it would look really nice and I could make something cool with it. I just think white is just really white and I just don't know what to do with it. So I think that would be a very fun piece to work on. Again, I have a link. It's Bliss20 and you can get 20% off. I think it's either your first purchase or any purchase. I'm not too sure, but I do get a commission from it. So yeah, I really like these, and I love getting a monthly subscription. That's why I've been like thinking of doing a monthly subscription of yarns, because I want to get more into dyeing. So hopefully we can. Okay, I will talk about the yarns that I got with my Crochet Crush book. Okay, I just got them today, so I haven't had a chance to really like eye them and like fall in love. But I got Noro yarn. I am obsessed with Noro yarn. Like, anytime I can just like get my hands on some, I will. I just will. There's just like certain colors in certain I guess like the product lines that I've been eyeing, like especially the Madara. I'm waiting forever for the Madara line. This is the Kureyon. It is in the color 425. if you can see that. I wish there was a better one to show you the colors that, yeah, I would say this one looks more like the colors that I'm liking. I just think it's so cute. Like, are you kidding me? I think it's an Aran weight. I just thought the colors were so cute. I saw this girl on Instagram. She made a vest, but she made it like 3 panels. So I'm thinking of just doing that. I just think a nice, I bought 5. Yes, they are expensive, but if I've been eyeing it for a really long time and I still really want it, it's like, might as well. So that is something we got, and it's so beautiful, and I'm so excited. I love Noro. Like, I literally love Noro. I've been thinking of getting some Noro sock to make for a sock. Don't convince me, because I'll do it. Okay. And then finally, oh my goodness, finally, okay, this guy was a treat. It was such a treat, but I felt like, you know what? I've been eyeing this guy for a really long time, so it's like, might as well. I'm in love with you. Let me let you fall in love with me, and then we can make something beautiful together. I got the Kakigori. Can you see how beautiful this yarn is? It is in the color Naha, I believe. If you can see, I feel like it's super similar to the Silk Garden Sock Solo and Omitama. I think this one probably has a lot more color to it, I will say. Like, a lot more color, but I love it. I love how beautiful this is. It comes with so much yarn. It's 600 meters, so she's a hefty boy. I'm thinking I want to make a cute, like, crop top-esque moment, because this is a crazy blend. It's 50% cotton, 30% silk, 10% viscose, and 10% polyamide. And then the Kureyon, was 100% wool. So I'm very excited. I really want it. I've also been eyeing the Noro Kureyon. I really want to get that one because it's like on sale on webs, and I like really want to get it. Okay, we'll get over it. But yes, this is yes. I like never thought I was gonna be in love with like these funky Japanese, like, because when you first look at Noro, I feel like you get really intimidated and you're like, oh, that kind of looks like really weird. Like, these colors are a little too intense. But then there's just like certain gems that you can just find that are just so beautiful, and like everything, and just like you fall in love. So I got all these things from Urban Yarns, so if you want to support my local yarn store so they don't go out of business, please do. And then we got, okay, hear me out. This one I'm a little sad about. I'm like high-key kind of sad. So on Instagram, I had asked people where Petite Knit got one of her sock yarns from, and someone told me that it was the Regia Tweed, and it was in the light gray color. There was a store on Etsy that had it, so I like bought it up immediately because I was like, I need this yarn right away, please. I need it for a sock. And so it just came today, and they sent me the wrong color. And I'm really sad about it. I really wanted that light gray one. They sent me, I guess it's like their, I don't know, it's color 2. It is this guy. It's more of like a cream with more brown tones. I wanted like, it's like a light gray with like a red and orange and blue tone. This one just has like browns, and I'm very sad. So hopefully she can either refund me or send me the correct color, or I'm gonna have to buy the color somewhere else because I have to have that color. And I'm already too invested in it. I can't just let it go. We got the wrong yarn, so I have to get the right one, or else I'll be devastated. And then I ended up buying this other thing. I bought the Saga yarn from Filcolana. I just wanted to try it out. It is a lace weight. It's 100% virgin wool. I was eyeing it because I wanted to make I just wanted more. It just feels bad just buying one skein. But I wanted to make the honey pillow with this guy, because you only need one, and I just thought it would be perfect, and then I could try more Filcolana, because I really want to try, I just need to try the Peruvian Highland wool, and then I've been kind of eyeing the Pernilla and the Saga, but please let me know if they're worth the investment. I might buy them from like knit.co.uk if I can garner up the courage to buy them. So that one is that one. And then I just have a couple, I won't take these out, but I got some Twister Solids. Got some Twister Solids from Hobby to do one of their challenges. So I've been trying to make mini squares for them, but I found that I've just been kind of busy knitting up random other things. So it has definitely been on the back burner, but I can show you one of the, I made like half a square. Yeah, I made up a little, it's not even like a full crochet square, but I thought it looked really cute. So I was like, oh, maybe I should keep going. So I don't know, maybe I'll get my crochet mojo back, but it was really fun doing it. And I really want to make a vest, just like a nice, like spring vest, to go with that. And then I guess I'll show you guys, if you guys didn't see my dyeing video, we dyed some yarn. These are the two colors. Sorry that they're all super messed up, but I mean, they're cakes. A bunch of people suggested color names, and like I love, someone say like the Cha Latte, I think would be such a good name. And I forgot, someone else said like Aurora Borealis, or my friend said that this looks kind of like a mermaid, so we'll definitely come up with color names, hopefully. But I just, oh my goodness, I'm like so in love with how it came out. I kind of have this idea of maybe like if I can test out a couple more colors that I could do a kind of pre-order one day where you guys can like, I had no idea what pre-orders was, but essentially on the pre-order date you have 24 hours and you can buy how many yarns that you want, but then after that the sale closes, just so that the person who's dyeing knows how much to dye and they aren't like overbuying or anything like that. And then you ship it out kind of later than usual because you have to like essentially buy and then ship, and then dye obviously and then ship. So hopefully we can do that. And then someone else gave me an idea for the stream to do like an advent calendar. I think it would be really fun. So if I could maybe choose maybe a month in spring, and you guys can decide whether you want to get one of my advent calendars. And so I had no idea what advent calendars were, but you get like a surprise yarn box. So there's ones where it can be like the 12 days of Christmas, or like the 24 days before Christmas and then on Christmas Day, or you do like 1 week each week before Christmas and then on the day of Christmas, with like varying skein sizes. So I did a poll on my Instagram and everyone's been really into like 5 skeins of 100 grams, and so you would get one each, like you would open it one each week and then one on the day of Christmas. So I like that idea as well. I think that would be such a challenge, but something so fun and like interesting to do, because I have been really wanting to test and like dye and experiment a bit more. So if you guys are interested in that, I'm probably going to do it. I'm very interested. I'm probably going to do it. I just have to set it up. But yeah, and then if I can figure that out and people like those yarns, then I could maybe sell those yarns in the future, but they would just be for the Christmas time. So yeah, that's kind of just some ideas that I have for the shop. Again, thank you everyone for supporting the shop update. I didn't tell anyone this, but all of the orders for the knits come in these these drawstring bags that I made with no issue. They're just like these really kind of cute duster bags. This one says there's probably yarn in here, and then it just has my logo here. They're kind of like, you know, when you get a luxury bag and you want to keep your piece all nice and stuff, that's what they come in. So if you guys want that, you can definitely go check out the website. I was also thinking of just selling these guys separately because I think they're really nice to just put your whips in, or just like yarn that you have that you just want to put in like a nice little container. So if you guys would like these in the shop, please also let me know. I also have to figure out, I also want to put tags, so if you guys want tags, I should probably put that on the shop as well. yeah, like literally, you don't understand. I bought cones, like just a bulk amount of cone yarn, because I just wanted to, I guess, save money on yarns that I wanted to experiment on. So I've just been like hanking them like crazy, like by hand, and I'm tired. But these are like low-key ready to be dyed and like experimented on, and I'm very excited. So so yeah, like hopefully we can get that started. I'm really, again, I always say I'm excited, but there are so many things we want to do and so many things I want to get started. So yeah, thank you everyone so much for the support, and thank you for sticking with me in this process of kind of figuring out this journey of mine. Yeah, sorry if I've been a little, I guess, inconsistent with videos, but we've just been busy. But yeah, I guess this is the end of the video. I don't think I have anything more to show you. If I do, then that's a tragedy, but I mean, we've been talking for a while now. Thank you guys so much for watching to the end of the video. I post on Instagram, which is like where you can get like the most accurate, up-to-date kind of updates from me. We stream on Twitch 3 times a week. I am on the Discord. We have lots of things, so you can check me out on all those platforms. So yeah, hopefully I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.